My name is Dana Marston, and I am one of your instructional technology coaches.
Today I'm going to go over the gradebook feature of Canvas. So when you click on grades on the left-hand side of your home page, you're going to come on a screen that looks like this. We're going to go over several of these features here at the top. So some of the features that as a teacher I really utilized and appreciated with the Canvas gradebook are I'm going to go through with you. For example, when you enter an assignment or a quiz into Canvas, and it will automatically appear within the gradebook. So this is my week 6 Earth and Space Science class, and here is an assignment. And when I put it in as an assignment within the module, or just putting it in as an assignment is good enough to actually add it to the Canvas gradebook here. You can enter scores from the standard gradebook view, such as this, just typing in the numbers, or you can actually enter scores in using something called SpeedGrader, which I am going to do a second video and go in more detail about SpeedGrader. There are multiple ways to sort your gradebook view. So if you go into View and then under Filters, and then check off select these so that you have these options and they appear up here in the top bar. So modules will allow you to take all of the assignments you have in your gradebook and just shorten it down to that 1 week view that you want to work with so that you can then just focus on those few assignments that were assigned during the week. You can also sort by the sections. So this is all of the students in my Earth and Space Science class. I can look at them all at once, or I can just look at the class periods, the sections of each group. So I could look at first period only and so forth. You can also organize your gradebook by assignment groups, and assignment groups are those categories you set at the beginning of the year if you use categories like in Skyward. So if I wanted to see how all my students were doing on my tests, I could just select that assignment group and they would pull just those assignments I've identified as the test, and I can then take a look at that information. You would these categories are the duplicates of the Skyward categories you enter, and you also would enter them into here as well into Canvas. Another feature I really like was the ability to send messages to specific students about specific assignments. And so within within the gradebook view, you'd go to these 3 dots and then this menu appears. And then you can message students who fit a certain group. So I often use this, they haven't submitted it yet. And so I wanted to tell this group of students that they hadn't turned their assignment in yet. Canvas automatically pulls in the number of students that have not submitted it yet. So you don't have to go find them. Canvas does this for you. But I also can go in here and decide that, oh, you know what, I've already talked to student 2. I don't need to send student 2 a meeting or a message. They already know that. So I can select them off. I can then change the subject and I can add my own message. Some of the other messages that you can add here that they have that Canvas will pull students for would be, for example, if it hasn't been graded yet, if you just wanted to send messages that to students that this assignment will be graded next week, or if you wanted to identify students that have scored less than a certain score or scored more than a certain score, and then send those messages that you want to send to them. This is a view, and I wanted to go over some of the things you would see on this and what it means. So if you wanted to know, these students have turned the assignment in. It hasn't been graded yet. There's no score yet. But from the gradebook view, I can see these 4 students have turned this assignment in. I can also see whether students have turned in science on time or if they're late. So if it's late, it'll turn blue. So if I set a due date and it hadn't been turned in on time, I can see that. If it's still missing, the dash in this red color is telling you that. Oops, I don't have any examples of resubmitting assignments, but let's say I wanted students to redo something and it's their second submission, then that assignment will look green. So I can tell that there's something there for me to look at. I've never used drop grade, but I have used the excused assignment indicator. So if I go in here and I need to excuse a certain assignment for a certain student, I can add that to that assignment. the, the thing you want to know is that that's the only status that's ever transferred to Skyward. There are a lot of other things you can connect to these grades behind the scenes, but the only one that actually will be imported into Skyward is the excused. So another place for you to look for what you need to do as far as grading is in your to-do list on the right-hand side of your homepage. So just like students, you can see that these assignments still need to be graded. So if I click on here on the assignment name, it'll take me to SpeedGrader. I can also do this straight in the Canvas gradebook, but if it's an assignment that was submitted through Canvas, it'll pop up here. And then I can grade it here. And as soon as these 30 tasks are all graded, this disappears off my list. I can also cause it to disappear off my list by just clicking that X. When a new submission appears, then this will come back up and let you know that I've got, like, for example, maybe 2 more students are turning this in, and now I can see that over here. So that was really quick and brief, but these are some key features that as a teacher, I appreciated using in Gradebook. There are more resources about grading on the Canvas research page. If you have any questions or need assistance, please reach out to your school's instructional technology coach.